Hi guys, just going to do a quick video of an exercise we're going to try this week. I think I mentioned last week, I was looking at Louis Simmons stuff and then I was thinking about getting in good mornings and then ended up going down a rabbit hole. And we thought, how are we going to implement like a bit of mobility work to complement the squats from the last few blocks that have been something that we've been trying to improve on. So this is one of them. We did it last week, if you remember. We did it sitting down, okay, like this. We're going to try it with the bar on our backs this time, okay? So the bars I've put out are just 15k bars, okay? So I think everyone will be okay with this. After watching last week, I decided to wait. I wanted to do it first last week to see how everyone's movement was with this one first, and I thought it's totally fine. Everyone was really good at it. Most folk were much better at this than I am. I've got a really tight area up at the top of my hamstring and groin area. So I think my squatting abilities come more from my ankle mobility than hip mobility in this area here. So this is going to target that area. So all you're going to do, the racks are going to be set, right? So don't waste time adjusting the rack heights, okay? You won't need to because it's not heavy, okay? And they're going to be a wee bit smaller to accommodate maybe shorter people. But if you're a bit taller and this is a bit awkward, don't worry about it, just get under it. Okay, so what you're going to do is get the bar on your back, okay, and then from there, you're just going to sit down on the bench, okay? In terms of position we want you to start in, start kind of like imagine it the way you'd be squatting. So try and get your feet position similar to how you squat. Okay, so you don't want to be away, you know, obviously, I would say just stand with your feet maybe slightly open, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock position maybe, but not too wide with your stance or your knees either. From there, the focus has to be keeping a really tall spine, okay? Really nice and tall through the spine, and then you're going to hinge over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a few, just as if I wasn't talking, doing a video. I like to take a big inhale of breath. Now this isn't an exercise that I've done much of at all. I usually just do hamstring good mornings, like standing version. So this is more focusing on the groin and the hip area as opposed to the hamstrings, and also it really works the lower back. So what you're going to do, I'll do a few reps. I'm going to take a big deep breath in, and then as I go down, I kind of hold it, then release the breath, and then come back up. So I'm going to try a few, okay? So, and then back up. And I like to sort of exhale into the rep and then repeat. And obviously the idea is to go, you want to try and go as low as you can while keeping a reasonably straight spine. There's going to be a wee bit around it, so you'll notice, because I'm not very good at this exercise, that I can't go all the way down. Some folk last week were like their chest was hitting the bench, so some folk will be doing that. There might be a little bit of rounding through the upper back, but that's okay, okay? You should feel this sort of like in here, at the inner part of your, sort of the groin area, and the top, the sort of groin, inside leg area. Okay, maybe the top of the hamstring as well. So I would suggest take a big deep inhale. And the reason I like to do that is, one, it really brings your chest out, so it helps set your upper back muscles as well. It really focuses you and it gets your spine into that really nice elongated position that you're going to then try and maintain as you come over, okay? You should also feel this probably through your mid-back area, because you have to work hard to maintain this position here. Okay, as I said, you can ease into it a bit more, but you'll notice, as I said, that I'm starting to round a bit. Okay, that's for someone who's not got exceptional mobility, that will happen. I've not got exceptional mobility, particularly in my shoulder area. So that's the exercise we're going to try. This is really good for your lower back as well. Okay, so this works the lower back muscles. So if you feel like your lower back a little bit, don't worry about it. Okay, especially if you're trying your hardest to maintain a nice alignment through the whole of your spine. Okay, you should feel, as I said, at the end you just stand up and then place it back. It's only the 15k bars, okay? So you might feel a bit of discomfort through here because, again, just holding that position for so long, but that's all good stuff. It's all mobility work, really. Okay, and as I said, you should feel it sort of in here, sort of inside the groin area, maybe underneath as well. Okay, so that's the seated good morning exercise that we're going to be trying.